Welcome everyone to the SIG Node CI meeting on February 26th. Sharing my screen. Alrighty. So we didn't have any agenda items. Just double checking, I am audible, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, cool. All right, yep. So no agenda items today. So if no one had anything they wanted to talk about, we can hop right into triaging. Let's start by looking at the test grid. If it's okay. Number of failures here expected. This doesn't look like it's not all that much. What's up with this? Some provisioning failure. Maybe there's outages on EKS. Like, or maybe actually, are these new jobs? EKS jobs? Not really sure what's up with these. It doesn't look like anyone who's more familiar with Kubernetes is here. Let's see if there's any open issue. Oh, this is gonna open this one. I think that they're okay. Well, I'll save this tab and day of opening an issue. Cryo tests look okay. I have the right. New. This is a new suite, right? This is probably triggered off of So I think these are new tests that are being triggered. Let's use the pairs here, but like for instance, this runs. Yeah, it's the same PR. But I actually don't think that this is as bad as it looks. We just don't run this test unless we like specifically are looking to. That would be these. Okay. That's okay. And the rest of it looked all right. Features. This is similar, I think. This is the in-place CPA. So the tires is doing our numbers. These are the container D, EKS. And I'm not sure what's up with these. Okay. I don't even know. What is this one? Okay. And there's hours.
I think it is a SIG Node sponsored side project.
Totally. I will also open an issue for this. This has been sitting for a bit. Okay.
So the issue you just saw was different than one I created. When I created that ARM one, it was only one failure. I haven't looked at the EKS ones in a while.
Yeah, these AKS ones are really they're all just completely red, the continuity ones. Yeah, I'll open up a new issue for that, as well as I'll open up something for KMM as well. Okay, cool. So test grid is okay. A couple issues to open, but not so bad. Moving on. Yeah, so let's look at the CI. Oh wait, board. And the things that probably are not actually test things. It's just a feature. We get back to that with the other board. Similar. This one is actually test update. I think it's with, but I'll just put this in progress. Full feature. It's some unit tests. Keep this one. We got a couple of people who have are assigned. Ryan, do you think that you could take a look at this one?
You can assign this one to me.
Okay, thank you. The feature. The test change looks like a backport. And it looks like it's pretty much, it just needs approval. So I'll put it to approve.
You know, this one brings up an interesting problem we have in SIG Node where we don't actually have very much signals on release branches. Like we can't trigger any of our ETE nodes, and I think that's what Patrick was pointing out, at least in some Slacks. Well, and
Interesting. So I guess there are periodics that are running, but this is some internal IBM file instance.
yeah, it's just something we noticed because if you look at the SIG release, it drops all of the, it doesn't have any of the SIG node related ones, and we don't, yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff in place for running on release branches we probably don't have, especially like cryo. I know we point to a commit. I don't think we separate that out by a cryo commit per each branch or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't even think we have any tests that run on specific branches for cryo.
I mean, it's just something we saw, like, if we're doing a cherry pick for, I mean, this is fine. It's just something, yeah, it's like we don't actually have a way to verify, like, cherry picks are actually not breaking
Yeah.
anything other than probably whatever pre-submits we have for those.
Right. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I think by and large, I guess we're sort of just relying on the just generic EDE suite to catch really bad failures, but nothing like Node EDE or anything like that.
Yeah, it does look like there is a Kubernetes Node ETE container RD, the only SIG node related required pre-submit we have.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, it's not ideal. Like, you know, it'd probably be best to have also cryo and other sort of the rest of the matrix of things you support. But I think the idea is that, like, you know, the merge into master branch will sort of gate you know, breakage, you know, bad breakages that you would need these tests to catch, and then by the time you're cherry picking it.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not always true.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Indeed. Okay. Moving on. Oh, me. This is not. This is your issue. It looks like it's triage.
Yeah, I guess it's triaged. Maybe, well, yeah, I guess you can create a separate one. You could also mention that all of the AWS ones are failing now too.
Yeah,
But I guess we
I'll probably.
shouldn't. Yeah.
I was thinking of opening up a new one, but I'll probably reference that new one on this if I get any eyes that I would have otherwise missed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll save that to do that. Add an option to include init containers, resources API. I think that's test change. It looks like we've got some reviewers. It's just sort of in progress, but it doesn't really need a reviewer, but needs a review. Forward. Where? You're right. CP manager test. This is in progress, it looks like. Feature. This probably could use a reviewer. Most Tim's has it. Um, I don't want to look at this one. Look. Okay, preparation for pod sub-resource update. Quick. Melee. Ignoring. Do we want to do this? So, yeah, need a server. Getting podlog. So this idea, I owe this a review. This is an unread email box that I intend on. All right. Oh, okay. Feature. This is more. This is everyone else. I don't think we necessarily need. That's here. And finally, okay, great. That's those. I want to poke through needs reviewer column and maybe assign some reviewers to any of these that need them. I feel like, oh wait, this is wrong. I'm looking at this one. Cool. Also, triage these to-do issues. Oh, are we ever going to do this? Sure. Cool.
Are we even sure there's a Jenkins directory?
Yeah, I don't think so anymore, but I'm going to let, yeah. There might be. I'll let them sort of propose what makes sense.
Okay. I mean, it is from, what is that, 3 years ago? 4 years ago now?
Yeah, almost.
I mean, we're fine. Yeah, we can decide from there. That person may not be an actual item anymore.
That would be good. I presume no one here is eagerly awaiting trying to pick this up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess this is.
So, from what I understand, Sergey did a Google Summer of Code fellow did pick up some of this work. I don't know if they made too much progress on this one because that's kind of an intense task for a new person. It does look like they did have a website PR, and I do remember end-to-end tests around this stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, this was failing in October. Let's see how we're looking now. That particular test may not be flaking anymore. Oh, never mind. Well, yeah, but that's a different. Okay, that's good. Is there anything fixed here? Just no. Oh, but this is with sidecars, so actually we want a node feature. In navigate. Okay, yeah, so it is. 7 failures today. Okay, so this is still an issue. And it looks like no one is looking at it. Potentially this may help. There we go. Get back to me. I will I'll sign it. Simplify usage of sample device plugin. So no progress here, it seems. It was 2 years ago. Okay, so we have a couple of failures, but this might be. Oh, okay, it's still sort of flaking, so it's just still an issue. Isn't an assignment. Unless we move in here. Yeah, these. Yeah, getting pretty old with these ones. I'm like, guess a lot of these haven't had any think.
I think you can mark this in progress.
Totally. Yeah. That doesn't look like anything's been done here. Wait, these are also still flaking. Oh, right. So this one. Appears to be resolved. I love that. Magically resolving itself. Interesting. And maybe we leave this in to do for a little bit longer, or maybe put it back to triage in next week if it continues to not be.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine we didn't fix this one, but
Yeah.
it'll probably come up again. Since we moved, I guess this to the SIG Node release, I forgot what the requirement is. Like, I think it might be like there are no flakes ever.
That's a release blocking. I think it's currently release informing.
No, I moved the cryo ones to release blocking.
Oh,
Not all of them. The cryo node EG conformance, yeah, you can see the test grid is master blocking.
totally. All right, so it's still there.
And it's fine. We'll can try and address these.
All right. We got this, which is a. Oh, that's a fix for that. I think we can put this to news reviewer. I have been reviewing it. Probably I will give it. That looks good to me too. All right. Cool. Ooh. Oh yeah, I put that there. Never mind. Oh, a new one came in just now. All right. Anything else on this board? If not, we can switch to the PR board, or the issue board. So, take a look at the issues.
One thing probably before we switch, can you go back to the test grid, please?
Yes.
And to the container D tab, yeah, this one. So, and pick up any and look at the kubelet logs. It complains about some feature gate which was probably recently removed or something like that. Probably not this, but I looked at probably 2 or
Okay.
3 and all of them have this. I can probably copy the error.
Yeah, let's
a
just
moment.
add that to the ticket that I guess Peter will create, or and then we can get information on that one. I mean, no matter what, someone has to fix it, and at
Okay,
least.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah, but good find. And
Yeah, and thank you for that fine. Yeah, absolutely. I just
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'll poke around and try to add that. Right there.
Yep.
Great. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, here we are. Pause pending when loaded via file, emit resources in the spec, and limit range is present. Okay, this one, we've talked about this, I think, already. Francesco was going to look at it potentially. Maybe we move this. Francesco isn't here, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
Francesco's
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm here and I didn't have. I will look this week. Yes, sorry about that.
Great. Yeah, no worries. I so understand not having. That summary included terminated init containers in memory usage job bytes. This. Terminated containers of a pod. Well, interesting. Yeah, this is actually not necessarily the case, which is because they're getting those values from slightly different places. I will try. I'm going to CC myself. I can take a look. Big Mac map and from no longer warned. Like to take a look at this. This looks like it's in need information. Another Francisco. And Sophie's also CC'd. I presume no progress here.
Yeah, same story. I'm a bit behind, but this is one of the. There are a couple. No, there are a few device manager issue I need to find time to look at.
Would you consider this to be triaged? Do
This
we like?
one,
Were we pretty?
no, this one, yes, this one is very likely it's a bug of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. Should it be unlikely, not the case, I will remove the triage accepted, but I think it is.
I tend to agree with that. Same for me. I haven't had the time to look at this one.
No worries. Don't understand. Edit image pull tests. Yes, this is true. This is actually really, this should be on the project board. So I don't know how to add an issue to that board.
What
Segregated
what are
image.
you talking about?
The Kubernetes EE test, a new mechanism for private image pull. This is more of a CI board thing than a bug board.
Oh,
But
yeah, I don't
I'm not
understand.
seemingly
Yeah.
able to add it to that project. So I'm gonna
I think
put it over in my
maybe,
to-do.
yeah, we should probably just accept that one though. Considering the GCR deprecation is happening next month. Now, actually, pushing images, I believe, or I can't. I had to do a migration for some SIG related projects. I'm not sure. Pulling images from GCR might be fine. Pushing them, it might be an issue. Maybe why don't you assign this one to me? I'll track down if this is an issue.
Well, I think yeah, I mean, I think I understand Standa's overarching point, which is we probably just need to do something like run a registry locally in the cluster that like as a container to actually simulate these things, which shouldn't be horrible to do. I know like Podman does that in its EVE.
Yeah, no, okay, I guess my point is that I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you can assign it to me. I'll see if I can.
Great, thank you. Accepted. Oop. Cool. Restart policy doesn't make sense for static pods. This was talked about in SIG Node. We're still sort of in the process. I think we can triage accept this even, well, I guess actually technically that's the needed information. But I think it is something that is worth that huge page request validation for huge page volume mount. It's the what? It's the what? Oh, it's the requested. Let's see. Still sort of in. I think that this is maybe still, or yeah, I think we're still sort of figuring out if this is something that's possible or makes sense to do. it seems like the consensus is this is an issue. Correct the usage of ephemeral storage volumes in the eviction message. Yeah, that's reasonable. I think this could also be. Oh wait, there's one already. Never mind. And add you. Oh, you're just assigned. I can take a look at this. Also, I can see anyone else. I think that this is a reasonable. Cool. All right. Okay, 2 more to go. All right, so this is accepted. It seems like there's some folks who are looking at it. Let's start with figuring this one out. Okay. All right. Couple of needs information. Check for needs information. I probably doing this, didn't I? We should do this part first. It would not get confused. Okay, here's one. We've got some information. Okay, it's been a month after it languished for quite a while. I think we can close this. And then this one you probably have already reviewed. Oh. Yes, this is a known issue with, I think it is actually with the device driver itself. That's not, yeah, that can't be necessarily true. Francesco and Swati, do you know the state of this one?
No, I haven't looked at it for a while.
Yeah, totally.
Um, I need to review to make sure, but there is a related bug to that, if I'm not no, I mean proposed PR are in this area. There is two things. There could be an issue in the device manager. I remember I've seen a PR about that for which the healthiness of the devices is not restored correctly. But it's not just that. There is also the latency between the kubelet reporting the correct state of the scheduler. So there is a bug for sure, but it's also the usual propagation delay. So some unexpected emission pod is expected uh, to be found. Now, but that said, I need to review, and I added to this to my queue. I will try to get to that this week.
Great, thank you. Can I CC you on it?
Yeah, please.
You. Great. All right. Wait, maybe a couple more. Let's see if we've caught up yet. Not sure where this bug stands. Yeah, I don't really know what you just want. So might just leave it.
Might be related to that log rotation issue we were looking at the other day. This is such an old ticket.
Yeah, maybe. Um,
Perhaps we could ask on here if they were able to debug it to a log rotation issue.
I don't think so. It does kind of look more like some weird NFS interaction.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's
Parlog
just
pods is
a
being
technical
mounted
problem.
to the NFS share. I don't think we necessarily support that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. And also, I don't love the phrasing of Kubernetes should be able to detect such a problem independent of infrastructure. Like, I'm not sure that's actually, like, I don't think we actually necessarily should be able to in all cases. It's a high ask. Okay, well, we're at time. I might just leave this one. Thank you everyone for joining. And we'll see you next week.